Patti and Gill talk about potty training.
All right, this is a very common one. My 3.5-year-old boy has no interest in potty training.
Ooh, boy.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
I'm an at-home mom, and my son has to be potty trained for preschool in the fall. Well, first of all, I think a lot of times when you're at home, it's a lot harder because you send. My kid was in daycare, so it was difficult at home, but I had this daycare provider helping, and so how do you? It seems like the daycare people just bam.
There are a lot of kids. I had a daycare for 14 years, so they all go to the bathroom at once. You know, line them up, and kids want to do what other kids want to do.
They say when you have a puppy, if you have an older dog, the other dog takes them out and shows them how to go to the bathroom.
It's so true. Yeah.
So there isn't that power struggle thing going on. Because I think potty training is potty training and eating and sleeping are those power issues.
Yeah, yeah. Well, potty training, I feel, is just one of those things that you have to do, you know. And
part of life.
Part of life, and these parents that throw parties and stuff like that, that's great. I mean, that's more for the parents, not so much
like you mean like rewards?
Yeah,
like
yeah. If the kid goes pee or number 2 on the potty, you know, big party and stuff like that, or they get rewarded for M&Ms or stuff like that.
I don't know if I ever did that. I'm not
I
sure.
didn't do that.
You know what I did? I made a big mistake. I went out and bought brand new superhero underwear, and I was like, "Ooh, look at this underwear." What I should have
just
done,
so excited.
Well, I should have bought the underwear after they were done and be like, "Hey, look, you got some new underwear."
Yeah.
I would have, if I could rewind the clock. God, that was such a dark time. Period. If I could rewind the clock, I would have got like hand-me-down underwear, something from the Salvation Army, because I was going to be throwing it away.
When you start potty training, because I started young, my kid's young, at 19 months. Some people say that's too young, but I just introduced it, like every day, because this is what you do. So
this kid here, according to whatever, let's see, 10 years ago, the advice changes every 10 years. So 10 years ago, they were saying, oh, 3.5, 4, don't rush them, don't push them into it. Of course, if you have cloth diapers, you're going to, like our parents, I mean, I was potty trained at 1. Because who the hell wants to wash?
And I remember cloth diapers in the toilet. I have 4 brothers, so.
Oh yeah, and our potty I went to my parents' house once, and there was a potty they were using because they were babysitting some kids. It had a strap on it. Like I guess they would strap the baby into the potty.
I'll be back. I'll be back for you.
They sit there until you're done. It could be an hour. That's what my friend's mother told me.
Yeah.
So I guess you're not supposed to push it. They say not to get mad, but man, is that hard. I remember my daughter was giving my husband and I like a little snack, and I think we had a candle. It was the first time we'd sat down in the same place.
Yeah.
Like in, I don't know, well, 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. And all of a sudden I smelled this smell, and I was like, damn it, that was the last pair of underwear. He was behind a chair pooping. It's like, if you can go behind a chair, if you can have the forethought to go behind a chair, why can't you go to the bathroom? And I was really upset.
Yeah.
And then later on he like pooped in the kid's baby basket.
Really?
That's when I had a daycare. I had a daycare, there was a brawl in the middle of the living room floor. My daughter had stepped on a needle, so like I was trying to get the needle out of her foot and asking the parent to kind of settle down, that the kids were beating each other up on the living room floor, and I was like, where's my kid? So my 3-year-old, I knew exactly where he was. He was in the closet, squatting down in the baby basket. Like, isn't that a message saying, why did you have this brother? I guess if they're ready, they're ready, but you're not supposed to push it. I just brought my
kid to the potty every hour.
Barring some sort of disorder or issue or whatever, they say at least 10 years ago, it said, 3.5, 4, don't push it. And sometimes having somebody else help.
Yeah.
When my little brother was a baby, or I don't know how old he was, we went away and we left him with somebody, and this woman was like, oh, when you have to go to the bathroom, just come and let me know. And he did, and that was it. Boom, forever.
Yeah.
So he wasn't one though. That was my mother's 4th kid. She probably was like, I'm sick of strapping people into it. This was a little metal, looked like a little metal lawn chair with a thing, but there was a plastic strap. I mean, it wasn't like padlocked or anything, but it was, it's clearly meant to tie the kid, strap the kid into the thing.
Wow,
But
that's funny.
we feel for you. 3.5. it's not that abnormal for 3.5 to kind of, you know, and I get that you want them to go for preschool. And
just don't make a big issue out of it, and don't get angry.
And maybe get someone, send them to a friend's house or something, and get somebody to help you out, because sometimes they will, you know, listen to somebody.
And consistency, boom, is the answer.
The timing. So I could never get that timing down. Yeah. I'm not organized enough.
Consistency is the way to go.
Set the timer every 45 minutes.
Yeah, every hour. Just bring him just for a few minutes. You know, so if he does anything, great. If he doesn't, wait for the next hour or whatever.
And you have to be organized for that, which isn't my forte, but it is hard.
My kids were potty trained night and day at 2.
You know, there's nothing wrong with getting the habit down. If they some kids are afraid to poop in the potty because like they lose part of themselves or something.
Yeah. So, number 1 is not so bad, but number 2, they're frightened.